Afternoon everyone, yeah, Carl Mobile Tyre Van City, yet another van going out today. This is for Jaxx tyres in Scotland, so if you take a note of the number on the side there, 07730 748 593. If you're in Scotland, you need tyres or an emergency call out, give Jaxx a call. This isn't like a new start, this is a replacement van for the one she's got. It's a little bit tired and worn out and she decided to go for a new one. The graphics we've done with her, but she did have the Jaxx and all that originally, but we've sort of changed it, modernised it for this year and done that, and she loves the look of that. I think the colours look absolutely fantastic on this van, to be honest with you. It stands out really well. That's what you call a quarter graphic, so basically we haven't wrapped the whole vehicle like we do with most. In this case, this is all graphics here on a wrap up to there, and then that's just the van, and then just the graphics on the van. So it's a cheaper way of doing it. So if it's budget size and you don't want to spend too much money, we can do quarter wraps, 3/4 wraps, half wraps, whatever you want. It's all on the configurator. On the configurator, you've only got a choice of wrap and a wrap or a body graphic, but we can always discuss what you want, and if there's a tweaking less money or more money, we'll always discuss it. Okay, so it's a Transit L3H3 on a 72. We've supplied the van as well, so the whole lot came from us, the van, the kit and everything. It's a nice low mileage van, it hasn't done hardly anything. So we've got the 4 repeaters on the front, what we normally put on. We've got the spotlight at the side there, which is on there. We've got a second spotlight on the rear there. We've got the large LED beacon on the roof, and then the 4 on the back. Again, the graphics on the back, and then you've got the Chapter 8, honeycomb Chapter 8 on the rear there. Okay, so we'll go and have a look inside the van. Okay, so coming inside the van, it's got the light switches here for the outer lights, so I can switch them on and off from here, and then the inner lights on there. Okay, so as usual, I'll talk through what is included in the package on the Mobile Tyre Van City site. So it's mobiletyrevancity.co.uk. You just go on there, and the first thing you do if you want a van off us is choose what vans we've got from stock. Once you've selected which van you're interested in, what you want, then go to selecting what equipment you want in. So on the pack, it's got 4 Euros. The first one is a non-Euro 6 pack with a smaller tyre changer with the swing arm and the assist arm and a mini spin. And then if you want to change the balancer to an auto spin, which is the bigger one, you just go down and click there. The second one is this same pack, but as a non-Euro 6. So that's a vehicle before 2016. The inherent difference is the vehicle like this, which gives this Euro 6 status, is that the regenerative braking alternator, smart alternator, generates power to keep the emissions lower. So we have to have a computer controlled switching system. With the other one, it's like the ones you put on the camper vans, it's just a small one. It's about 50 quid, where this one's 500. And that's the difference between the packs. That's the only difference in the packs, is the actual split charging system. That's why there's a difference in them. So this is Euro 6. So this one is a Euro 6 pack 4, keeping the balancer without an upgrade. So what you get for that is a 150 litre tank, depending on the vehicle sizes. If it's a much bigger vehicle like an L4 or a Sprinter, a big long wheelbase, we do have one with a 200 litre tank, but we need to keep space down in this one. So we go with a 150 on this one. And then what you get then is the anti-vibration feet. You get a 3000 pure sine wave inverter from Ring, battery, lifted ion, battery split charger, battery box. That's all included in the price. You get a mini spin wheel balancer, which is the hand spin. You get the T22 Pro tyre changer with a 26-inch turntable, and then you get 2 jacks, and you get the gun, which is in the front in the box. Okay, so that's your standard pack when you pick off the top. Then you go choosing your optional extras. So in this case, outside reel, we put a gun in the door there, a tyre inflator. There's an outside reel there, so that you can go and blow the tyres up for the customers. Okay, then we've got the cone holder, as I always explain. I can't put them on the side because they slide off, so we made this inverted cone holder that holds the cones. Boxes for the valves and weights, just lift that down, get your weights out, put it back and put it down. Okay, rubber floor. So they've got a rubber floor, again, on the configurator. Rubber floor has been clicked. In this case, they've lowered the ceiling. Again, I keep repeating myself, but the benefits of the ceiling is 2. 1, in the summer, it stops it getting too hot inside because there's a void. So you normally got the hot tin roof, no cat on it, but a hot tin roof, okay, on the top. And then that gets very warm when you're stood in here. That void will actually take a lot of the heat out. And then in the winter, it stops the opposite effect, that where you've got warm body heat in here and a compressor which has got an engine, and of course the inverter, because you know it gets heat, that's why it's got the heat vents in there, gets a little bit of heat in it. You then get the ice on side on top, and when you get that, you get dripping inside, which can, 1, be annoying to you, and 2, can damage your equipment because the turntables and stuff like that get water dripping on and they're going to go and rust. So it's well worth putting that on the selection. We've showed you this one before. So this one here is an automatic one. It's got its own built-in airline compressor. So as we were talking before, it doesn't matter that the size tank's 150, because this thing here will replace you using this one. So that means you're not using the air in the tank, because if you did 4 tyres on a van like this, you would empty that tank. Now, because you're using that, you're only not. It's cruising its air. You switch it on, it blows up on there, and it blows up for you. I'll just switch this on and show you. It's got its own built-in compressor. That's got its own built-in compressor. So then we won't use the air in that. So that's on the options list. You do that as well. And then you've got jack boxes at the back there, which stop the jacks from wheeling around. We make them. They're the cassettes. They live in them, and they just stay in them there for you. If you go around the back, you see there, they sit neatly at the back there. That stops your basically your jacks from wandering around. You know, you've got wheels at the end of the day. You're driving off, they're going to wheel around and smash it up. They end up taking the pedals off and damaging them. Okay, so as per usual, all you got to do is go to mobiletyrevancity.co.uk. If you haven't got a van, choose a van. If you've got a van, skip that. Go to the choose your equipment. Go through the videos on the YouTube and look at it and tell me what you want from that. If you can't do it, give us a call. I'll fill it in with you, tell you what you think. I'm not going to oversell on you. Don't do that. I'll tell you why, you know, what package you need. There is reasons, like if you don't want to have that, the cones are going to be flying around everywhere in the box, blah, blah, blah. So you've got to do all those things. Okay, so mobiletyrevancity.co.uk if you want to do that. If you're on YouTube, which you will be, if you can like and subscribe. Like means I'm doing a good job. 2, subscribing means every time I put a van on, you will get it. My telephone number, if you want to speak to me on the main line, is 0151 346 2920. Have a nice weekend and peace out.